Hello guys, welcome back to another video. As always, I am so excited to have you guys here. It is Sunday afternoon. It's about 1 p.m. I had a very relaxing Sunday morning. I went to the gym, did a sauna, steam room, everything shower. It was so nice. And then me and my boyfriend made brunch. He just ran over to our favorite bakery and got a baguette. And then I made some scrambled eggs with shiitake mushrooms, onions. We had that with the baguette and some avocado, and it was so good. We do it every Sunday and I love it so much. So that was our Sunday morning. He's gone home, and then I just relaxed for a little bit and did a little bit of reading. I'm reading the new Hunger Games book and it is really good. I'm almost done. Let's see where I'm at. So I feel like I'll finish it definitely today. I only started it yesterday, so it's so good. I've actually been getting back into reading more and more. I was in a huge reading slump, and the book that actually got me out of my reading slump was Fourth Wing, which was really interesting because I don't usually read fantasy. I really like to read either historical fiction, contemporary romance, or nonfiction. It was really good. And then since then I've read other fantasy books that have been really good. I guess this isn't really fantasy, this is more dystopian. But anyway, it's been really great. Like, I love reading. It's just such a nice, relaxing outlet. It's something where I feel like I'm resting, but I'm also recharging, which is such a nice combination, right? That's what we want. So that has been my morning so far. Honestly, I was debating if I was gonna film a video today because I've just been in a really weird slump with filming videos for YouTube and Instagram. I've just been like kind of in a creative slump. I don't really want to film anything. I don't really feel that excited to film, which is tough, but I figured that I'd film today because I'm gonna do some meal prepping. You guys always like to see the meal prep. Really like to set myself up for a good week. I also find that with the Sunday scaries, can experience a lot of anxiety on Sundays if I don't set myself up for success. And I just find that getting out of the house, getting outside, going for a walk, going to the grocery store, doing my meal prep, planning, getting ready for the week, all of that really helps to ease that anxiety. So that is what I'm going to do this afternoon. I think for prep this week, I really want to make a pesto pasta salad. If you guys watched my last video, I had my friend over and I made a dairy-free, nut-free pesto. It was so good. So I kind of want to make a pesto chicken salad for the week. And then I think I'm also going to marinate some tempeh so I can make spring rolls throughout the week. I think I'm also going to make my peanut sauce to go along with that. Maybe hard boil some eggs because I've been loving doing hard boiled eggs on my toast in the morning. I'm hoping that I can get it done in a few hours. I really don't think that you have to set a whole day aside to do a Sunday reset. I think that you can get it done in a few hours. So that's really the plan. And then we'll have lots of time to get back and read my book. Okay, I just got back from the grocery store, so I thought I'd do a really quick grocery haul while I unpack. But I also always post my groceries on my Instagram, so you guys can always go and check that out. Okay, so these are always the oats that I use. They're the glyphosate-free organic oats. I used to get these at Costco, but I don't really go to Costco anymore because I don't live near one. Those are the oats that I got. Peanut butter. I got basil to make pesto, and then some chickpea pasta, spring mix, broccoli microgreens. I got a bell pepper. I got 2 avocados, sweet potatoes, zucchini, and carrot. I got a lemon and some tempeh as well. I always like to have frozen broccoli in my freezer. I got some eggs, strawberries, and then I grabbed some chicken thighs and some pressed cottage cheese. So that is the full grocery haul. I'm gonna put everything away, and then I think that I'm just gonna try and get started on meal prep. I think I can do it all in an hour. It might take me a little bit longer if I'm filming everything. I'm gonna put everything away, and then we'll probably switch to a voiceover. So I don't normally prep entire meals all together, but this pasta salad definitely came in handy throughout the week. You can also warm it up, and that has been so nice because we have been alternating between warm, sunny days here and then cold, rainy days. And when it's cold and rainy, I want a warm dish. When it's hot and sunny, I want something cool. So this pasta salad kind of goes both ways, where I feel like you could heat it up. I also just love it because it truly is a complete meal. You have lots of veggies, you have lots of fiber between the vegetables and the chickpea pasta, you have tons of protein between the chicken and the pasta pasta. And because the pasta is cooked and cooled, you get some of those resistant starches as well, which are great for gut health and blood sugar control. I just started by chopping up some zucchini, bell pepper, and I seasoned those both with some olive oil, garlic powder, and sea salt, and just pop them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. While those were cooking, I got started on my chicken thighs. I just put them in the pan with a little bit of avocado oil, and then I seasoned them with garlic powder, parsley, and salt. And while the chicken was cooking, I got started on this pesto. I talked about this in my last video, but this is my dairy-free, nut-free pesto. It's so good and so nutrient dense too. Herbs are a really great way to get extra antioxidants and polyphenols in your diet, and here we use 2 cups of fresh basil. Then we have pumpkin seeds, which are great. They're a source of healthy fats. They also are really high in zinc and magnesium. And then extra virgin olive oil, which is a great source of monounsaturated fatty acids and antioxidants. And then I almost forgot to put this in, but I love adding nutritional yeast for that cheesy flavor. It's also a great source of B vitamins. And you have some lemon juice for some extra vitamin C. And then once I was done my pesto, I just cooked up my pasta. Here I'm using chickpea pasta, but you can really use any pasta you like. Sometimes I'll also just use a whole grain pasta. And then I always rinse it. 1, I find this helps the chickpea noodles to not stick together. And 2, it cools it down really quick. And then I added my pasta, my veggies, my chicken, and I added some broccoli microgreens as well. I try and add these to as many meals as I can. They're such a great source of sulforaphane. They're so great for helping with liver detoxification, which is really, really important for hormonal health. And then I just put that in Tupperware containers. This was so convenient to have throughout the weeks for quick and easy lunches. And then lately I've been loving doing medium boiled eggs on my toast in the morning. It's just really convenient to not have to dirty a pan. So I just boiled those for 7 minutes and then ran them under cold water and then popped them in my fridge. And then in the spring and summer, one of my favorite meals to make is tofu or tempeh spring rolls with peanut sauce. And you guys have been asking for more vegan and vegetarian meal ideas. So I whipped up some of my peanut sauce. This is so easy and it keeps in the fridge for at least a week, I find. And then I also marinated some tempeh. I usually like to let it sit overnight in the fridge, so I didn't actually bake it this day, but it was really convenient to just pop in the oven throughout the week. I just marinated it in some tamari, garlic powder, and a little bit of maple syrup, but you can always leave the maple syrup out if you want to keep it completely sugar-free. And then, like I said, I cook this up throughout the week. I usually let it sit for at least 8 to 12 hours, but I really say the longer the better. And then while everything was out, I just decided to wash my strawberries as well. I find if my fruit is washed and clean, I'm much more likely to reach for it throughout the week. So I just soaked this in a mixture of water and baking soda for about 10 to 15 minutes, gave it a really good rinse, pat dry with a clean towel, and then popped it in the fridge. Okay, my prep is all done. So I have my pasta salad, which I'm so excited for. I had a little bowl of this just to try it out. So delicious. So I'm really excited for that. And then I just washed up a bunch of my strawberries so that I would have them prepped ready to go. I have more pesto left over, so maybe I'll use this for other things throughout the week. I have my tempeh marinating. I'll probably cook this up either tomorrow or Tuesday. Got my peanut sauce, and I think that's everything. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. It is about 4:30, so I prepped for an hour and a half, but I feel like it was more so because I was filming everything. I feel like you could definitely get that all done under an hour easily. So I think I'm just gonna rest, relax, chill the rest of the day. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see more of, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!